Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Legend of Zelda Minish Cap playthrough. I hope you guys are ready to continue on this game. In our first episode, we started a new quest. A sorcerer named Vati has cursed the princess, has broken the legendary Picori blade, and we have been sent on a quest to seek out the Picori to see what we can do to not only fix the sword, but also break Vati's curse as well. We've also teamed up with a bird hat named Ezlo, who is currently on our heads. And like he told us, if we press the select button, he can actually give us an idea of what we need to do. Basically kind of like a built-in Navi, I guess you could say. What? I haven't even had time to settle in, and you're bothering me? Deepwood Shrine lies, obviously enough, deep in the heart of these woods. So says my superior intuitive sense. Now, get a move on! Okay, well that doesn't really help, but if we go down here... Hold on for a moment, my boy. We've stumbled across something very important. The world of the Minish is very small. You're far too big to meet them now. Eh? Who are the Minish? Ah, yes. Silly me. Allow me to explain. You humans call them Picori, but they refer to themselves as the Minish. Strange how, in the world of humans, only this forest has kept that name. Anyhow, deep in the forest they have built a tiny village where many now live. But if we're to enter the village, we'll have to make you a touch smaller first. Look at that. At first glance, it appears to be a mere stump, yes? No, that stump is a portal used by people not long ago to adjust their size. With my help, you can use it to shrink down to Minish size. Just stand on the stump and press R to shrink. To return to normal, stand next to the stump and press R. Get me up there and we'll give it a try. So we're going to go ahead and do that. He's going to basically recite a chant of some kind, and there we go. We're a lot smaller. Welcome to the world through the eyes of the Minish. Now, aren't you glad you saved me? No need to thank me, though. Portals that reduce your size are all around in different shapes and sizes. If you want to return to normal, stand next to a portal and press R. But there's one thing you must know. Being Minish-sized is full of dangers. Mere puddles at your normal size are bottomless swamps to the Minish. And as your companion, if anything bad happens to you, it happens to me too. So proceed with caution, my lad. If not for your sake, then for my own. So yeah, as small size, we can't really do a whole lot. We can't even like get through this grass right here, but you know, there are things we can do that we can do at this size. As Ezlo also mentioned, you can't go in shallow water like you could as regular Link. But you can go inside this little stump right here. So yeah, as you can see, we will have some things we can do at this size, just not everything. And let's see if we can get on this lily pad. And it looks like this is going to be that Minish village that we heard about. Now, of course, when you're like in sections like these, you can like still use your weapons and stuff, but not on the like main overworld. Okay, so here we are in Minish Village. It appears we have found the Minish Village. Picori! Ripico, Picori! Pico, Ripico! I gather it's been quite some time since I last saw a human. What's that? You didn't understand what they were saying just now? Ah yes, that was the language of the Minish. It's a little different from the dialect I am most familiar with. I'm afraid I didn't catch most of what they said myself. But perhaps there is someone here who understands your language. We should look around. So look around we will. So we do have to find a way that we can communicate with these little guys. Otherwise, we're going to be kind of stuck. So yeah, I can't talk with you, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm gonna cut these just in case I find some rupees or something. I'm not expecting much, mind you, but still, you never know. I'm also gonna go over here because I believe there is a piece of heart for us. And we actually only need 2 more to increase our health, which is kind of neat. And I want to say there's actually 2 pieces of heart in, like, the, dungeon, too, so we'll be able to use that to our advantage. Okay, ooh, this guy looks very important. Surely he knows the English language. Pico, Ripco, Pico, Pico, Copy! Nope, damn it. Okay, well, we're gonna have to find someone else. What about this other big building here? Surely someone here has got to speak our language. I've never seen an outfit like that before. Are you a human? Oh my, it's been quite some time since any humans came here. My name is Festari. I watch the Abbey, as well as the Shrine to the North. You seem to be having some trouble with our language, don't you? You can use a jabbernut. It will allow you to understand our tongue. You should be able to find one in the barrel house just south of here. Okay, a jabbernut, hey? Well, that sounds like a good lead to me. Good as lead as any, I suppose. Yo! 5 rupees. The fella said it's kind of nice. It's like, yeah, 5 rupees is better than 1 rupee, but it's still kind of on the, you know, low side. Ooh, what's this? Oh, Slim! This must be the jabbernut Festari told you about. Well, you better eat it if you plan on making any progress at all. You ate the jabbernut. Now you can understand the language of the Minish. Yay, we can talk to people like you. So you've eaten the jabbernut, and now you can understand us. The Elder said that humans can no longer see us as they once could. It's amazing that you can see us. Yeah. It's like a whole new world. A brand new tiny world has opened up to us. And honestly, it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and go back to Festari and see if he has anything else to tell us before we move on. So you've eaten the jabbernut, and now you can understand us. Sorry, but I know little about swords. I'm sure the Elder can help you. Okay, so that's probably that very important guy that we saw earlier. He looked Elder-like anyway. So we'll definitely pay him a quick little visit here. Oh, you speak our language. It's been quite a while since we've heard outsiders speak our tongue. We have little to offer you in these woods, but please enjoy your stay. Thank you for your offer, but we have no time to relax. My name is Ezlo. This child is Slim. We need to break a curse that has been cast on the Princess of Hyrule. To do so, we'll need to reforge the broken Picori blade. Ah, yes, and you've come here now hoping to have the blade reforged? Well, if that's what you're after, you'll need 4 mystic elements. These elements are the crystalline forms of the energies of this world. Only by infusing the blade with these energies can a new blade be forged. Here, give me your map. I can mark where these elements can be found. Oh wow, there's one right where we are. How convenient. The earth element can be found in the shrine to the north of Festari's Abbey. Speak with Festari. He will show you the path to the shrine's entrance. Go with caution. Evil creatures have lately made their home in our shrine. Return to me at once after you have found the earth element. Okay, so we'll have to go back to Festari again. I mean, it's really not a big deal. He's right next door, but... You wish to go to the shrine? Very well, this way. Vile beasts have settled in recently. Be careful, it's quite dangerous. Okay, so here we go. We are heading into the very first dungeon of the game. It's actually pretty exciting, too. Again, in just the second video, too. So this would be the Deepwood Shrine the Minish Elder spoke of. He said something about there being monsters inside, didn't he? Hey now, no reason to be afraid or anything. I'll be waiting right here. No, wait, what am I saying? I'm not letting you leave me alone out here. Yeah, of course you're coming with me. You don't have the guts to stay here by yourself, Ezlo. But yeah, here we are, the first dungeon of the Minish Cap. Pretty exciting stuff, I must say. But yeah, you can pretty much expect this dungeon to be pretty basic, pretty easy. It's got a lot of standard Zelda puzzles, defeat all the enemies in a room. You know, if there's torches, try to light the torches in some way. Look for switches you can interact with. You know the drill when it comes to Zelda. So there we got a small key. Small keys open up a small key door. There's a locked door here. See if you can find a key to open it. There we go. Let's see. Oh, more of these guys. Do you see that lever? I think you should be able to pull it. Just stand in front of it and press R to grab it, then press the D-pad to pull. And you gotta pull in the opposite direction of where the lever is, too. And then we're doing kind of the same thing here as well. Gonna pull on this mushroom and use it to launch over here. Okay. Looks like we got these mushroom guys, but they're kind of immune to our sword swings, so can't really do much with them right now. Wow, look at the size of that barrel. Oh, right. How silly of me. It's not big, we're just small. That is true. You can't forget that. So we're going to use that to burn the vines of that barrel, so we can actually use it for other purposes later on. And of course, we're going to do the same thing right here. Oh, there's actually two switches, so let's do this. Let's move you on this switch and then touch this other one. And there we go, the barrel's actually loose now. And see, with the barrel being loose, we can actually further interact with it, because if we go in here, we can actually get the barrel to roll by walking on the sides of it. What? Hey, be careful, my lad, the barrel just moved. Indeed it did, and we want it to move, because we can now use that to enter this staircase. And we can explore more of the dungeon now. Guess you could say that's kind of the main gimmick of this dungeon. Well, one of the main gimmicks, anyway. I guess you could say those webs are also kind of gimmicks as well. Anyway, if you look at this mushroom, you can see that there's like two different like lengths you can use. Let's go ahead and do the full length right now. That'll cause us to leap all the way over here so we can break these pots and then also get this big chest. And do not worry, you do not need a big key for this chest. You can just open it as it is. And these will usually be the dungeon items, so they're kind of the equivalent of the like big chests in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. You found a dungeon map. Check it on your map screen. Lighter rooms are ones you visited. The blinking room is your location. Press up or down on the D-pad to check different floors. I'll do that in just a second. I just want to look at something here, but let's go ahead and check it out. So there's our current map. Not a really huge dungeon, but again, it's the first dungeon, so you know, can't really expect too much from that, I guess. And now we're going to jump down here. We're only going to pull the mushroom up to this point, and that'll allow us to get over here. So let's keep on looking around. We got more of these. I think these guys are called Slugulas, which is kind of a funny name when you think about it. And you got those flying beetle enemies too. What we need now is something to hold down this switch. Well, we don't have one of those big statues, but we do have this pot. And you can actually push this pot over here. So we can hold that down and we can actually make our way across and explore more of this dungeon. Okay, so this room is interesting because we have two switches, but if we cover them both up, and as Ezlo is going to tell us, once you take hold of something with R, use the D-pad to push or pull it. This is extremely important, so I hope you take pains to remember it. So yeah, if we just push these two in, like, you know, that's great. Like, we got a treasure chest to appear, but we can't actually get to it, so we have to pull this out, go inside, and pull it forward, and that will allow us to get this small key. And I believe that's all we can do. If we check the map, we've explored pretty much this sector. We can't really go up because we need to be on, you know, that side. So we're pretty much going to have to do some backtracking now. Thankfully not a whole lot of backtracking, just a small bit of backtracking. Just a minuscule amount of backtracking. A Minish amount of backtracking, you could say. And then we're going to keep on rolling this barrel to see if we can find any other entrances. There is this entrance, but we can't do anything with that yet. But I don't think we've actually been up this way. And we do have some doors, so this looks to be where we need to go. You can also go back this way if you need to, but I think we're going to go ahead and move forward this way, in this direction. Okay, so if we go up here... Okay, there's two different rooms we can kind of interact with. I don't know if this is something we can do yet. I'll try it. Oops, okay, too far. Let's just try this. There we go. If we touch this... Okay, that will allow us to go down here. And then we can go all the way over here, which will get us some goodies. But I think we're still going to be kind of locked behind something. I don't think this is the exact right way to go. And I think what we want to do here is... Obviously, we need to get inside this door, but we can't get to it like this, so we need to pull this even further, and then push this next one inward. Ooh. Oh. Oh my god, the virus is from Dr. Mario. That's what I think of whenever I see these guys. Okay, so that will give us another key. And I think this kind of just leads us back to this room again. So, I guess we did have to kind of go in that direction. But yeah, let's jump on up here now and see what else we can find. We can now jump down here. Any goodies? Okay, got a healing heart there. Boom, 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 boom. So we can either go down the stairs or we can check this room to the left. Let's go to the room to the left first. Man, I've seen two pieces of heart, but I can't get either of them yet, which is a little concerning. If we hit this, though, we can go down... Okay, that's just to open that door, which is nice. It's a nice shortcut to get back. You can actually use pots to kill these guys, but there is a more efficient way to kill them. We'll see a bit later. And if we check this door, we'll see a huge caterpillar that we can't get access to. Well, we can, just not from that angle. I believe this guy's called the Matterpillar. And to defeat him, you have to first hit him in the face with your sword, and then hit his butt. His heart-shaped butt. And then you just kind of repeat the process. And he goes down. And that'll actually, I think, give us our first dungeon item. The Gust Jar. Hold the button to draw things in and release it to fire them out. Set it to A or B on the item screens to use it. So, yeah, we have the Gust Jar. So here's where, like, again, you can start changing up your inventory a little bit. I'm actually going to put the sword on the A button, and I'm going to put the Gust Jar on the B button. To me, this just is how I normally play. I just feel like the most comfortable with this particular layout. But, you know, to each their own, obviously. But yeah, with the Gust Jar, we can pull things off the wall. We can clean stuff off the ground. There's some enemies that can only, you know, be affected after using the Gust Jar on them. It's a pretty helpful item, not gonna lie. But yeah, this is how you get that first heart container. All you have to do is just come down here south of the mini-boss. And we only need one more heart container to actually expand our health, which is kind of cool. Now, right here, there's actually a lot of hidden stuff in just this room. And you can also grab pots as well, so you can also use that to potentially grab some extra stuff. Okay, so here we got some mysterious shells. I'll talk about what mysterious shells do later. They are collectible, but unlike the collectibles in Link's Awakening, these shells are way more common. They're not like just like hidden in specific locations. You can just find a whole bunch of them. And I think once you get that chest, you can start finding them like in the wild too, like in grass or bushes and stuff. And we'll get some more shells as well. If I press this... Okay, we'll actually use that later. That's basically a portal, like a midway portal, to kind of help you get back to like the midway point of the dungeon. So we'll see that later. But yeah, as you can see, if we keep on sucking these mushroom guys, you can actually turn them gray. And when they turn gray, you can actually hit them with your sword. Or, of course, again, like we saw earlier, you can also just throw pots at them, too. That looks like that's all there is in this room, so I think we can go ahead and move on. But now that we have the Gust Jar, there is more that we can definitely do. As you can see, there's a switch in here. I'm actually surprised we haven't found the compass yet, if I'm being honest. But I'm sure we'll find it later. Did we go... We haven't gone downstairs yet. I don't remember if I want to do that yet or not. I think I do. Okay, well there's the compass right there. So let's go ahead and... Hold on. Get rid of you. Okay, we can get the compass right now. You got the compass. Use it to find the locations of hidden items. Press start and then L or R to view the map screen. So with this, we can actually look at the map and see if there's like any treasures we missed. There is actually a treasure in that big room, but I think we'll be back in there later anyway, so we'll be able to get that in due time. But looking at the clock, I think I'm actually going to get ready to end this video here. Okay, yeah, I can't get that. I can't do anything else. Now there's a puzzler. I suspect there's not much more we can do here right now. Let's press on. Perhaps we can work this from another angle later on. Yep, I think we can. Okay, hold on. I'm going to do one more thing and then I'll end the video. I think we'll go back to that big room just because I think that there's... I believe that's the angle it wants us to approach this from. And then this way I can also go ahead and get this item as well. But yeah, one thing I really appreciate about this game is it has some very unique items that you don't get in other Zelda games. And it's kind of fun to see how these items work. The Gust Jar being one of them. Probably the least interesting of the items, but still, it's got its uses. So we got more mysterious shells, but let's actually go back in this barrel because there is actually this web right here. And if we suck up this web, I don't know why it's not working. Hold on. Okay, there we go. But we can actually fall down this hole. And we are actually in a new room of the dungeon. But I think I'm going to go ahead and stop right here. We'll explore the rest of this dungeon and finish it off next time. This has been SlimKirby. This has been The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.